Good morning, this is Hiker Dude Dad. We're in the Chambersburg area of the Cumberland Valley. This area is rich in caves with at least 50 within 30 miles of here. Most are nothing to write home about, however. One of them, Black-Coffey Caverns, formerly Baker Caverns near Williamson, is the exception. This cave has 3,000 feet of surveyed passages. It's Franklin County's longest cave, and it's one of Pennsylvania's longest caves. So why am I meeting Cole and his daughter in this field near this quaint little house? I'm standing on the cave right now, and the only entrance is through this house. Let's go. So we are inside right now, and here's the map. We're in the house right here, and we can go at least out to here, and maybe back in here. This is so much bigger than I thought. They have these cabinets here with all kinds of old Baker Caverns, pennants and everything. And look at it, Colt's got a black light here. That is uranium glass. That is awesome. Glows under a black light. Has a bit of uranium in it, but it should be safe, right?
It's salt pepper shakers.
Oh my God, salt and pepper shakers made out of uranium glass? That's awesome. Oh my God. I've never seen it in person. I've only heard about it. Wow. The tour is technically free, but donations shared with the tour guides are absolutely encouraged. All right, so I'm already blown away by the history that is in this front room of the house. We've not even gone downstairs into the cave yet. But speaking of history, Baker Caverns was discovered in 1830. Two conflicting stories, either when a sinkhole collapsed beneath a horse belonging to a Samuel Myers, or when John Coffey, C-O-F-F-E-Y, I love the name Black-Coffey because it's a drink, but it's Black, the family that owns it now, and Coffey. John Coffey was the previous landowner. He blasted out some rocks and exposed an entrance to the cave. Dates the cavers left behind indicate that the earliest documented exploration was in 1836. Between 1836 and the formal commercial opening in 1932, Mercersburg Academy students would explore the caverns and document it and map it out.
So going up a ladder. We go up, down, and then that's a whole loop. Then we go underneath the stairs like the boy who lived, down the yellow brick road to the Cathedral room, which is our lowest point at 80 feet below. Whole walkable path about 1,400 feet. It's pretty easy, especially if you guys are avid hikers. I will say it's different being oxygen deprived because it is lower oxygen levels down there. Hands back in the 90s, she took them through, and
All right, so our tour guide, Dustin, just said that this cave was formed 450 million years ago under Antarctica. But plate tectonics, plates have moved and shifted, and now it's up here in the middle of Pennsylvania. Crazy. The ceiling used to be a wall, apparently, and this wall used to be a ceiling. But in that journey up here from Antarctica, things shifted and turned.
I'm assuming that,
It takes like 5 minutes.
okay.
Yeah, I can really take you to more pictures than it'll take you other time taking pictures and doing that stuff than actually doing the process. This is a beautiful column here. I like it.
Yeah.
So I think we might come back this way. For now, we're headed down further.
So you just walk out and walk out here. Is it back pretty far? You're breathing this way down all the way down here.
Okay. Boo.
Let's passage down that way.
Blocked off here.
Yeah, need some water here.
Oh, okay. Like a little
Yeah.
lake.
One of the jellyfish.
Yeah, that's big bro jellyfish.
Yeah.
So this jellyfish here, the water flows down, it follows the tentacles all the way down off this rock, and then even down here. This is all water from above, forming this 450 million years of work.
It's kind of like the city of Bethlehem and I'll try it. I'll do it again just to be safe, okay?
Yeah, great. That's awesome.
Getting ready to find my way down.
That's the dog Metallica album.
When you're taller than
What's
those
that
four
called?
frames,
Yeah, you just get used to it. Like it's just automatic for you.
I run a trade company. One of the people that owns one of the bars I work at is 7'2".
Wow.
And he has to walk into the bar like this.
Yeah.
That's how he gets in. It's crazy to me. I've never once, other than whenever I was a child.
It's called the alligator.
Break my neck in order to make eye contact with something.
Yeah.
So this section is called Tatooine. I see Beggar's Canyon. If you're a fan of Star Wars like I am, definitely looks like that canyon desert landscape. Except too much moisture.
You can hear this class plan, so I can just see where you're going.
Yeah.
not very easy the first time. I've done this hundreds of times.
Feet first, right?
Yep, feet first.
Just gotta light the path for you there, bud. I'm not seeing if you get stuck or anything. I'm just lighting the path for you.
It's always harder the first time you do it.
Awesome. Yeah.
Oh, wow. What's the stuff I need to?
This stuff right here, or that's trees, yeah. Red cedar or trees. We're only 14 feet underneath the ground.
Oh, okay.
Now, be careful, it does get all downhill from here. Pathway does get a little bit rocky. Adrian! I try to make at least 9 movie quotes in every single tour.
Right halfway there.
All right, so right now we're crossing Warm Spring Road right in front of the house. I would not have known that. I'm so turned around down here, but Dustin truly knows every inch of this cave. He's been in every section. This is a tall room. Finally, a little headroom down here.
Up there is a squeeze that's only 8 inches,
Oh,
and that sucks.
like
Yeah,
that top thing.
right here. So you're able to
In there.
squeeze in there and go up, and it's not fun at all.
And that's the 8-inch space that you said that you.
No, that's
Okay.
a different one.
Okay. Of course, there's multiple.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
But if you want to go ahead and direct your camera lower to down this area,
Uh-huh.
this you actually can crawl through and get to where that foot-case hole was, or where that 40-foot drop is. You can crawl the whole way down there. There's only 1.5 foot ceiling space, and we've seen 6 inches of running rainwater down there,
Oh.
where most of the cave, most of that hole was just running water. If you contort your body, they call this the Bourbon Canal in Speleological Society, which is accurate, if I've heard anything from one. You can see that thick layer of calcite right there that sparkles because of just how thick it grows. What I'm about to put my hand into is tracking the tectonic plate. It hasn't moved in 9 million years. It's not scheduled to move for another 200 million years. It has a chance of moving at 1 to the power of 10 to the negative 100, which is 0.98 zeros, and then a 1% chance.
So you're saying there's a chance?
There's a chance. It's very slim. You have a better chance of being struck by lightning and winning the lottery at the exact same time. But do you guys hear that? Ah! I'm in college to become a history teacher.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
So science works like that.
Oh, wow.
You wrote the really cool picture from the other side. That's
Say, what is this, like in the middle?
That's wiring.
Okay.
So there used to be wiring down here. It was lead wiring. It's also known as cloth wiring because it was wrapped in a very thin piece of cheesecloth material and with a thin piece of rubber over top of it. And they thought, yeah, that'll stick in the case.
Yeah. Or just hold it against your body.
Yeah, that just looks like an artificial wall with a little lake, but all natural.
A lot of people ask, what about fossils? What about fossils? The only place where we could possibly have fossils is right here. This whole band that goes the whole way down to the cathedral room is the only place we could have fossils, but they're micro. So that's why I don't point it out, because people are like, microscopic. Oh, I must be, I just have to get close to see them. No, you have to literally have a microscope. So, yeah, that's why I don't usually point it out, but I'll tell you guys if you want to share anything about that. Right here is a coffin. The reason why I call it a coffin is because people like to lay on it, people like me, and because on the map they drew it like a coffin. I want you to notice that look at the ridges, kind of look like the state of Kentucky. But
Okay.
you can tell that this ridge right here was all the way over here at one point, and it fell, dropped over, and jumped over a foot. This 10-ton rock. If a rock falls in the cave and no one's around, did it really make a sound? Yes, it did. Definitely did in this case. Right here is a little bro jellyfish. That's little bro. Right here is our mermaid tail. You see his body, his tail, then it splays out into a fin. Other people say kind of say a dolphin. Bottom fin, tail, dorsal, body, head, bottom nose.
All right, so I guess the first jellyfish we saw was big bro. This is little bro. And then this formation here, vertical, it's called the mermaid, maybe the dolphin, but it has kind of the mermaid tail going up through the body. And that, I think, looks like a dolphin, the head with the bottlenose. Yeah. Awesome. All right, so these are the fingers. These were placed here. And you can see they look like fingers, but they were placed here back in the 80s, moved from another portion of the cave by partygoers. They don't do that here anymore. So they used to have lighting here in the 40s or so. This is a fuse box from back then. They took most of that stuff out, including lead wiring, but they left a couple in here.
There's probably that there. There's only to be cut up here to the left. Please don't go out there. There is a 20-million-year-old shell stone that if you fall into that room, you cannot use a rope to get you out. If you follow a person, put them upside down by the feet, and then pull you up. Now, you ask me why I know that? If I had a nickel for every time I had to do that, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot. But it's weird that it happens twice. Use your own discretion. Please don't go out there. I just don't want to have to destroy any shell stones or way back.
This is by far the biggest room we've been in. It has to be 20, 25 feet high. About the same across. It's like a big bubble. This one, you can definitely get through. Yeah, to the railing. Okay, this is what he was talking about. And go just to the railing. People have gone back there and mapped it and everything. Yeah, we've been down here for at least an hour. They said we could stay a little longer if we like. So Dustin went to the surface. We're basically down here by ourselves now. So this is back in the other room here. It's very slippery, slick down here. Puddles and everything, so it's about as far as I'm gonna go. so slippery up in here. So muddy. It's awesome. So 3 of us are down here alone. Cole, I finally found a cave to go into. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, awesome. It blew away expectations, especially for when you see this place outside. You see this nondescript white farmhouse. To know that there is 3,000 feet worth of just beautiful tunnels and formations underneath here.
I want to film more outside because, yeah, you have no idea that that's down there. Will, are you glad he dragged you along today?
Yes, I
yeah.
am, and the tour guide was amazing too.
He really was. Dustin was very good. He said he kind of became obsessed with this place and learned and knows everything about it here. So that was really good too. So, yeah. Great day, man.
Nice find, buddy.
Glad he left us down here. I don't know how to get out, but he left us down here for a while. So we're going to go try and figure that out. Yeah.
Creature emerging from the dark.
Didn't seem too bad.
No, it's just a little bit of a crawl. Yeah, so I'm gonna sit.
He crawled past the fingers and came around the corner. You look like they're holding you. They're grabbing you.
Yeah.
By the fingers.
Only me.
All right, so we are back on the surface and just looking out on this field with this little house. Who knew? Who knew that 3,000 feet of caves were below this? All right, so how do you schedule your tour? Follow them on Facebook. Follow Black-Coffey Caverns. They post updates on Facebook monthly when they add tour dates. So at the beginning of the month, they'll add dates for the month. They have a volunteer schedule, and that lets them schedule month by month. You can also visit bookio.com/black-coffee caverns. I'll put that link in the description below for the tour schedule. Again, there is no charge for the tour. This is their family home. They consider this an open house with snacks and drinks available. Cole and I just tipped very well. There is a donation box. The tour guides, Dustin gets a piece of that, and it is a wonderful way for them to give tours of this cave. It's always small groups, 10, 12 people or less. Remember, it's about 50 to 55 degrees down in the caverns, and wear closed-toed sneakers or boots. It just rained all morning. It's sunny now, but it was very slippery down there. A lot of water, a lot of silty mud, slippery stuff. Cole and Willow took off. Thanks to them for coming out. This was a fantastic time. If you like what I'm doing, please like, subscribe, ring that bell for notifications, and we'll see you again soon.